channel. As you can see, I'm just very excited for this new chapter. For those who don't know me, my name is Nadia. I am 25, almost turning 26 in August, and I'm a mindset coach. I live in Melbourne since 2014, where I moved from my home country, Greece. And I'm someone that has always been obsessed with healing, personal development, and creating a life that actually feels like you. So, welcome to my space and the space I wish I had when I started. So, this video is going to have three different pillars. The first pillar is going to be about a little bit of a backstory about me, how mindset work has changed my life. The second pillar is going to be the mission and what to expect from this channel. And the third pillar is going to be a small popped Q&A on my story the other day on Instagram. And I picked 5 questions out of the questions that I've been asked to answer for you guys today, so you get to know me a little bit better. So a little bit of a backstory about me. I moved to Australia in 2014 with my mum and my grandma. My brother was already here since 2010. Finished my high school here, finished my studies. So I studied a bachelor degree and I got a bachelor degree in business and hotel management. I traveled with my work a lot. So I traveled in Greece twice to work at a hotel. I traveled to Thailand. I did a season there and then came back here. I worked at a couple of hotels. But I was always someone that was passionate about our mind, about psychology. Fun fact, when I was young and my parents were divorcing, my mum used to see a psychologist and it was time for me to go with her, to talk to her and all that. So my mum left us alone and I had a conversation with a psychologist. The first time that I actually had a conversation with a psychologist, I think I was about 10 or 12 years old. So we had our conversation, and when my mum came back to the room, the psychologist said that I said things to her. So obviously, you know how psychologists ask questions and you have to respond. And she said that I responded in a way that you have to actually have a lot of knowledge in psychology to say these things. And I knew them by myself, let's say. I wanted to study psychology, but when I came to Australia, I didn't know how to speak English. That held me back. And I didn't go after psychology. That's the reason I didn't go after psychology. And at one point, life coaching came into my life. I thought that you can get a certificate and become a life coach. And then I totally went for it. I didn't think about it twice. I invested to get the certificate and then started building my own business from scratch. It was about maybe 2 years ago. And when I was on the training, I felt that the things that were teaching us and the conversations that we were having and the things that we were taught that we have to say and we have to ask, I realized that half of the conversations I'm already having with my friends, because I'm always someone that goes deep into conversations that my friends can tell me something that it's not even that deep and I'll take it to another level because this is who I am. And a lot of my friends, family have always told me that I should have become a psychologist or something similar to that. So when I did the training and got the certificates, I felt that I was born to do this. It felt so aligned, so normal, and here we are today. I used to struggle with self-worth, with fear to be seen, and constantly comparing myself, because I'm going to share something that I've never shared before online, and I think ever in general. In my mind, I was always that little girl that moved from Greece and did not know how to speak English very well. So I thought that was who I was. And that kept me trapped for so many years into my little bubble. There was a time that I even didn't want to go out and hang with people that only spoke English. 100%. I didn't want to go out with them, even though they knew how to speak Greek. So if I couldn't find a word in English, let's say, I could tell it in Greek, but I knew that they would mostly speak English. But I just didn't want to go. So I just cancelled the plan. So I didn't show up because I was just afraid to be seen of who I really was, even if I was the girl that did not know how to speak English, because I was at that time. I was, and I still am. I'm not 100. My English is not 100%, but that kept me back and in my bubbles for so long until I realized that you don't have to be her anymore. You don't have to be that girl. I became aware of the patterns that I had in my life that led me to the same results and decided to just step out of my comfort zone finally. I wanted to change my life basically. I started noticing some patterns. That was before I got my certificate in life coaching. And I started researching about our mind, the power that we hold, how we can change our lives, personal development, and all that stuff. And I became so passionate about mindset work. I was so fascinated about the power that we hold in our hands with our perspective, our brain, and I just wanted to spread that knowledge and just help everyone that is feeling stuck, that is struggling, and teach them how they can change their life by changing their mind. I'm gonna go deeper into mindset work in another video, but I just wanted to share that with you. So now I help women break free from fear and finally feel like they belong to themselves again. My mission for this channel is to create a safe space for all the girlies that have been so hard on themselves. I'm not here to show you a perfect life. I'm here to show you how I built confidence, healed my self-worth, and built a business from the inside out. Still building. I want you to leave every video feel seen, supported, and empowered. On this channel, you will find lifestyle vlogs, big-sis pep talks, and mindset tips to help you create the best version of yourself. Let's move to pillar number 3. I've written down 5 of the questions. Let me just show you. Written down here 5 of the questions that I was asked. I picked 5 of these. So the first question is, how old are you? Turning 26, as I mentioned at the start of the video. I'm turning 26 in August. So I'm a Leo baby. Question number 2, what keeps you going? How do you keep pushing through? I didn't quite understand that question. In what way? In life in general, how I keep pushing through, in my business, I don't know. So I'm just gonna answer that question in regards to my business. So I would say that that's not an option for me, not to push through, not to keep going. So I just do what I have to do. Sometimes I suck it up, to be honest with you. If I need to cry, I will cry, but then I will just get myself back out there. I will still do what I have to do. And when it gets hard, because of course it gets hard, I don't know, it's just not an option for me not to push through. I don't know how to explain it. It's not an option for me not to push through. One thing that helps me be disciplined is that I always ask myself, I always try to ask questions to myself, literally coach myself. So for example, if I start doubting myself, I would ask, is that how I would have reacted if I have achieved all the goals that I would like to achieve? Because I would like to go from A to B. B being the ideal life, A, the point that I am in life right now. So I would say, would Nadia react the same? Nadia that has achieved this, would she react the same as you are reacting right now. How would she show up today? Would she procrastinate? Would she self-doubt? I have actually my office, I've got that written down so I can see that every day. And whenever I just don't feel like myself, I just read those questions and I keep going and I keep pushing through. Because So, question number 3 is, what's the story behind the name Soul Coaching? So, soul means sun in Latin, and I really, really love that meaning because we already have the light within us. And when you pronounce it, it's like you're saying soul, so your heart. So, because I bring my whole soul into this business and into the work that I'm doing, I felt that it was very aligned with who I am and what I do. So this is the story behind soul coaching. Moving on to question number 4, what's the riskiest move you've made and did it pay off? Honestly, the riskiest move that I've made, I would say, was investing around $5,000 to business mentors when I was still figuring things out. It felt huge at the time, scary, uncertain, and totally out of my comfort zone. But looking back now, it was one of the best decisions that I've ever made. The guidance, the support, the mindset shifts, the clarity, it helped me grow faster with so much more confidence. And sometimes the boldest moves just bring the greatest breakthroughs ever. So I would say that it was 100% worth it. Now, on to question number 5. If you could give your younger self one piece of advice, what would it be? I would say stop caring so much about what others think of you. Actually, other people are not thinking of you as much as you think. You're not here to live for them, you're here to live for you. And you're not here to fit in, you're here to live as yourself. The moment you let go of seeking approval is the moment you actually live free. That was it for my first YouTube video. Make sure to subscribe, hit like, and let me know in the comments what you would like to see on the next videos. And if you don't follow me on Instagram, make sure to follow me. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for being here. And I'll see you on my next video. Thanks.